This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Velvet. Thanks for joining me today in The Sims 4 for a cute little speed build. What are we building today? Great question. I am so glad you asked. We are building a cute, cozy, adorable, modern cottage. So this is kind of the vibe I'm going for, modern cottage vibe. So it's not going to look like your traditional cottage. It's definitely got a more of a modern look to it, but the idea is it still has that sort of cozy feel that a cottage might have. So yeah, a modern version of a cottage. There you go. I thought this would be a fun build. I found the inspiration on Pinterest when I was cruising around, as I do from time to time. Far too much time on Pinterest sometimes, but yes, I was cruising around, saw this little inspiration. I was just like, ooh, I want to build that. So I did. I mean, as close as I could, you know, the closest approximation that you can get in The Sims 4. Obviously, you know, it's a little bit of interpretation, I think, goes a long way with some of those inspirational style builds. But I thought this was really cute. Now, I am building this on the Cottage Am See lot in Windenburg. I was toying around with the idea that it might be a tiny home, but just with the roofing that I wanted for it, which was the flat roofing, rather than going with a platform roofing in a color that I didn't want. Or actually, that probably wouldn't have made any difference, right? So yeah, I wanted the flat roofing, and basically it takes up tile space to have a flat roof with the tiny home residential. So it was kind of like, I ended up using that idea just because it wasn't going to work with what I was designing. You know, mostly because of the platform on the bottom, and the roofing was taking up way too many tiles, and the house itself is actually quite small, but just with those little extra points just made it, yeah, really difficult to make it as a tiny home. So it is tiny, but it's not technically a tiny home, so I just put it up on the gallery as a residential. But yeah, I think it's really cute. I did want to make sure that it had a lot of greenery with it, so that was one of my aims with this build, was to have lots of greenery kind of draping down the building against like quite a neutral sort of wood, light sandy woody tone, you know, for the wallpapers in the background. And I really like that contrast between the greenery and the bits, you know, and the things in the back. I like the little platform down on the bottom with like the little balcony going in there. I thought that was all very cute, so I liked it. I mean, I don't do like a lot of like small cutesy style builds, but I really enjoyed putting this one together. It was a lot of fun, and just, you know, getting the style of it right was, yeah, it was a challenge, but it was a good challenge at the same time. And I do like to push myself with doing different styles of builds. So yeah, I was actually thinking as I was building this one that the style would actually also look really good in Oasis Springs. And I think I was kind of half to this point where I sort of thought, oh, maybe I should move this to Oasis Springs. But then I remembered I was building on a 20 by 20 lot, and Oasis Springs doesn't have a 20 by 20 lot, so I was like, that's too much effort. I'm just going to keep it where I've got it. And I think it looks really cute there, because Windenburg, I think, does lend itself, particularly in this countryside area of the world, it does lend itself to quite cottagey builds in that area too. And as I said, this is supposed to be a modern cottage, so I felt like that was going to be a good choice for this area, and it's why I actually decided to build in Windenburg over I guess Hempford on Bagley, which could have also been an obvious choice. But the lot, I had like a couple of lot sizes that were a bit smaller in Windenburg, and I did want to go like a little bit smaller in terms of the size of the lot. You know, it's just easier to do a cozy build, I find, on a smaller lot than it is on a larger lot, because I get carried away on a larger lot, and, you know, next thing you know, I've done like this huge amount of landscaping, and yeah, it is what it is. So I didn't want to just end up spending hours doing this little tiny home and this giant like lot of landscaping around the place, because I thought that was going to be a bit over the top for this like cute little house. So yeah, lots of greenery everywhere. Now this is not a limited pack build. I just decided I'm just going to let loose with my packs. I'm just going to go wild with them. So I did. And yeah, I don't think I like use lots and lots of packs, but I could be wrong on that. I didn't double check that. But I know that I used a lot of packs. I did not try to limit myself. So yeah, this will need a lot of packs for this cute little build. But that's okay. Sometimes I do like to get out there and I do like to use some of my packs. But I do a lot of limited pack builds as well. So, you know, I feel like that's not too bad, right? I feel like, you know, the difference between a limited pack build and a build where you are using a lot of packs is the time that you spend going through the build by catalog looking for the things that you want. I feel like, you know, you have, when you're building a limited pack build, you don't have so much to choose from. So I feel like sometimes that is faster to do just because you have less things to choose from. So you can't sit there like scrolling through going, well, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, you know, less options equals, you know, more speed. And I mean, I don't think this took me like a particularly long time to build, in the sense that I would spend ages just deciding between things. But I do find for me, whenever I am building with all of my packs, opposed to doing a limited pack build, you know, the extra options and the process that I have to go through to just sort through the build by menu and find the things that I want is a little different, just because I need to spend a little bit more time on it. But I mean, I feel like that makes sense, that you haven't got your pack filters on, so you've got more to search through. I was actually quite happy I managed to squeeze in a little pool out the back. I love adding a pool to a house because it's something I'd love to have in a house. So yeah, I'm always sneaking pools into my houses. But you know, it's actually a really fun thing for The Sims. I mean, you know, from a gameplay point of view, you can do a lot with pools as well. You know, obviously you can do exercise with the swimming. You can have like a party out there, and you know, bit of socializing. Your Sims can sit out there on the back, have a hot tub, have a barbecue, have a pool swim, you know, all those sorts of things. So, you know, always sneaking a pool in there. Now, I am working on the floor plan for this, and just on the upstairs level. So there is, in the end, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So there's 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom downstairs, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom upstairs. And yeah, I did say that it wasn't the hugest build. And then with the living, dining, kitchen, that is all sort of together in a sort of open flow kind of style. It's not a big house, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be cozy and cute and cottagey in a modern sense. So a modern version of it. It's actually quite nice because I did have access to all my packs with this build. Just being like, I do notice when I have limited pack builds, like sometimes with kitchens specifically, that I do miss having all of the things like the kitchen clutter kit and the Home Chef Hustle pack, the Cool Kitchen pack. Those are the 3 packs that I really love to use for kitchens. And if I'm doing a limited pack, I mean, quite often, because I'm not using, I generally with a limited pack build, I won't use stuff packs and I won't use kits. So, you know, those are the 3 things that I would miss from a kitchen build where I wanted to add like lots of clutter in, like I did here. It's not heaps and heaps, like I just added bits and pieces to the shelves from the Home Chef Hustle pack top counters there. I just added extra things to the shelves there just to add in, you know, just like a little bit more of a unique look to the clutter. But it's all functional. It just doesn't have a dishwasher because I didn't have a spare counter to add a dishwasher to. It is what it is. So you just have to wash your dishes by hand in this one. It's very sad, but yes, no dishwasher. Just wasn't space. And I had fun with the Grange mudroom kit with this build as well. I haven't spent a lot of time building with the Grange mudroom kit lately, so it was nice to get back to it and spend some time with it and play around with all the pretty things, because it's such a pretty pack. Thank you, Peacemaker, for making such a pretty pack. I love it. Plus, also, the sleek bathroom kit. I did spend a lot of time using kits in this build. I'm not going to deny it. Sleek bathroom, kitchen clutter, Grange mudroom, yes please. And I think the Desert Luxe as well. There's just like a few kits which are kind of my go-to kits. I don't even think I used so much of the everyday clutter or the bathroom clutter kits, although, oh no, now that I think about it, yes I did. But yes, there's just like a few kits which are really, they're just really go-to kits for me, particularly for a modern home like this one is. And yeah, so many nice little goodies in there that I love to use, because I will quite often deny myself those kits when I am doing those limited pack builds. So when I get the chance to just use them, I'm just like, yeah, let's go. I get all excited by the cute little things, but there's so many cute things in kits. I really enjoy kits as an addition to the game, because I think they fulfill a gap in the build buy catalog that we really need fulfilled a lot of the time. I mean, yes, I always want more, but that's the thing, is like I'm greedy. I don't deny it. I'm greedy and I want more things. So, you know, I'm always wanting kits to be stuff packs with like lots of stuff in them, or even like game packs with lots of stuff in them. But we haven't had a stuff pack in a while, and we haven't had a game pack in I don't know how long. And I would love a game pack. Honestly, I feel some of the EPs that we've had lately could have been game packs, but they seem to be going along the route of a little bit more of the EP/kit kind of combo. And yeah, I guess we run with that, don't we? It's not like we get a say in that. I don't mind as long as I get some stuff. I love stuff in this game. I just love getting the new things to play with. And yeah, I can't wait for the new Adventure Awaits pack, which comes out next week. I'm very excited about it, and you know, new things, always exciting. But I think primarily I'm looking forward to doing some outdoor landscaping with it, you know, because we get the pool slides and outdoor play equipment and things like that for the kids. So I see some family homes in my near future as a building thing, maybe some modern sort of cabin style family homes. I don't know. We'll see what comes out, but I am excited about it. So yeah, I just decided that I needed a little bit more greenery in this house, because I went really heavy with the greenery on the exterior, and I felt like the interior wasn't matching that. So when I got to this bathroom upstairs and I used those ivy curtains, I was just like, oh yeah, I need to add some more greenery around the interior of the house just to match the exterior. So this is why you just saw me doing a bit of a smashing out of greenery around the place, like adding more plants in, because I felt I was kind of lacking plants around the house. So I wanted to have more in there, so that's what I did. And I think we're just about getting towards the end of the build, aren't we? I think, yes, we've got one more bedroom left to do. So that's the upstairs bathroom, and then just the second bedroom upstairs. So I think I used the Modern Luxe beds in both of the bedrooms, just in different colours with that. And I haven't used that pack for a while, or that kit for a while, so I was actually having fun with that as well. I didn't really go full bore on the Modern Luxe, but yeah, just a touch. That was all I needed. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with a tour. I hope you enjoy it, and I want to say a big thank you for watching. Remember to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and a comment and a like is always welcome. Bye-bye!